What's up, everybody? Man, my hair looks crazy. Welcome to round 3. We are a little late getting in. Missed the first race, but this is going to be an interesting one. Not our strongest track. I don't think it's anybody's strongest track. That's the thing I've learned today watching all the other videos and things, is that a lot of people struggle on this one. It's all about surviving, all about staying off the walls, limiting those second and a half long penalties. So let me make sure the stream is working. Looks like it is. We got audio. So, yep. Let me make sure the stream. So let me go ahead and give it a like myself. I'm shameless like that. Okay. And honestly, one I am terrible at. This really hasn't been a good series for us. We're never really good at the Nürburgring. We're good at Watkins Glen, but our car was terrible. And this one has always been one I just avoid. I usually avoid this track because it's so crazy. But I thought, you know what? I'm trying to commit myself. I've stopped using traction control and stuff, and part of me was like, am I going to have to turn it on for this race? And so we dived in, and we started off really bad. Now, Formora did come in and beat our time, but we were like in like the 2:11s. It was just really bad. So last night I was just head down, played it a bunch. We need, bud. Oh, your phone's right here if you need it. I don't know if you want it or not, but it's right here.
I want it, yeah. I'm not gonna need it, but I want it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, it's okay if I get it around you.
Say what?
It's okay if I get around you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Thank you.
So just kept grinding at it, and I was actually really impressed with this 204.6. I know it's not a lot, but where I'm at, I think for the B class, upper tier B class, almost A class, bottom of the A, it's kind of right around. You know, most of these guys, Felmores, usually we're right around each other. So to whittle that down from like a legit 211, like I was out there trying to run in it and loading up ghosts and everything. So the trick now is going to be seeing how much we fell off. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and change my oil real quick. We'll start with some fresh oil. I ran a lot of laps last night. Yeah. So more than anything, though, it's going to be just surviving. Try to have a decent pace. If we can have a decent pace, but have a stable car that we stay off the walls, limit penalties, see what we can do. I'm not dreading it as much as I thought I would be. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing, like, now, I mean, the race could start and we could be completely off pace and be like last. We'll see. But how long we got? 5 minutes? I guess I'll just wait. So you can see here, doing 14 laps. You have to run the hards and the mediums. My guess is what we will do is start on the hards, run those for a lap. Yeah, 1 lap. Sorry, I'm watching a stream to see what the tire wear. We're running for 1 lap, pit on lap 1, switch over to the mediums and do that. Unless by some crazy scenario we are like towards the top on the first 2 rows, then maybe we'll start on the mediums and pit at the end. But I highly doubt that'll be the case. We'll probably be more mid to the back of the pack qualifying. So probably start on the hards. Fuel shouldn't be an issue. Again, the colliding with wall collision penalty, it says light, but there's walls everywhere on this track, and if you even grades them, you get a 1.5 second penalty, so that's going to be key. Let me get my wheel assigned here. There we go. Watched a lot of practice of other people this week, and I got a good setup that I like. Guess we can go ahead and do that. It should stick if we do it now. Okay, I think this was 50-50. No, 25-35. This is 50-50. And then I can't quite see it. My cursor's blocking it. Zoom. No, that's not what I want to do. Quit. 3-0 and 3-10. Ah, shoulder kind of hurts. I've been doing a lot of recentness. I'm not going to mess with it now, but I think the next thing I need to do to try to get quicker is I got to adjust my steering wheel to be a little looser. I know I like it being tighter. I like the tight. I hate the kind of loosey, like where you're just doing this the whole time. But I think that's the only way you're going to get the feedback of, well, if the back end's coming around, which I think is what's slowing me down, because coming out of turns, I'm having to baby the throttle so much because I'm just playing a guessing game, and I'm just trying, because if it starts going, I don't know until it's too late, and the car's already halfway turned around. So I really have to be gentle. And I watch these other streamers, and a lot of them have the pedal cams, and you'll see like they're going like full throttle right out of the turn. I cannot do that. The car just goes straight around, and I think it's because they have their settings different to where they can feel that back end, and if they need to adjust, they've got enough time to do it. Where I don't. So I think that's the next, and I'm not going to do it before this race because it's too late in the game to make a big change like that. But I definitely need to start practicing and get my settings maybe a little bit looser to where I feel. I just hate that like light feeling. Like to me, a wheel should feel, like a car. I don't like the woo, like a rally car looking thing. But I don't know. I gotta find that balance. Sorry, my nose is running. I usually hate doing it with my gloves because I get dog hair on my gloves and it gets in my face. It's a whole thing. All right, 2 minutes. I'm actually watching my buddy Phil Morris stream right now. Looks like he had some. He's actually in GT1 though, where they got full damage. I think he hit a wall and took some damage at some point. Looks like on lap 8. His lap time was a 2:20, so that has to mean he had an accident. We don't have to deal with the damage in GT2. Yeah. He finished 12th. I think that's going to be the key. I think more important than pace is going to be staying off the walls and just being steady, avoiding it. Odds are, within a few laps, it looks like in the other races I've been watching that everyone gets pretty spread out. So survive the first 3 or 4 laps, avoid penalties for attacking the wall, and we'll see what happens. Oh, Deacon Do is in his race too. What happened? Where did he end up? All my friends are in GT1. I'm sitting here in GT2. I'll leave a comment on his stream.
Don't miss the entry. I'm going to throw some music on while we do this because it's going to be a long one. Need to change my car.
So GG's game ready to start my first ride. We're in. Okay, we need the practice time. So we're going to close that out. I got that time perfectly because all those races would have just ended and then jump right into practice. All right. I do want to check and make sure the settings took. I'm assuming they did. Yes. We'll go ahead and put a This is the one we were following last night when we were doing pretty good. Okay. Oh my. Yep, that's all we need is practice. We need every minute of it. See if we can get back into the 204s. Can't decide if I want to upshift into third there or stay in second. I don't remember what I did on my best lap. I do know that we want to go down to third here. I'd love to get a good solid first lap. That would really tell me that I learned something last night and didn't just get in the groove. I need to try to get up into fifth as soon as possible here. With that little skinny I had there, that's gonna. If I'm not into fifth by the time I hit that point, I just go ahead and upshift early. That's a place where I kept tagging the wall. This part is a place that people hate. A lot of people really struggle with this part. I actually don't feel like I do. I feel like this part isn't my biggest issue. It's that up the hill. I feel like I'm worse going up the hill than I am. I feel like I'm pretty good coming down it. It's the acceleration that you need to get going up the hill. You need to be like in fifth gear when you're going through those really tight, narrow sections. That's my toughest part of the track. Everything else, I feel like I've gotten pretty. Here down to second, back up in third, and then you can go flat out. I had to let off a little bit there. Gear and stay in second. Don't upshift because you bogs down a lot there. Not terrible for the first. Let's stay in second here and see what happens. Yeah, that's. I remember now. That's the thing that happened yesterday, and that's why I told myself, yeah, you got to go up into third. See that? I don't feel anything happening there until it's way too late. Which means I then have to it's another part here. I don't know how. There we go. I was even in third gear there. Like, see that part. I don't feel anything until the car's gone. So I end up having to baby it out because I don't get enough feedback. I think I just need to loosen up the sensitivity on my wheel. Spot where I have to baby it. I don't understand. If I'm in third gear, why I can't go flat out in that turn? It makes no sense. I should not be getting that much oversteer on like the wheel is pretty straight and I'm in third gear. I really don't understand. So again, now I gotta like baby it through there. I don't know. There's just no rhyme or reason. I'm not going to turn on traction control. Committed. Gotta stop. Even if I'm slower in the meantime. This section right here is where I see guys be flat out. I just cannot do that fast. This part, you're really just on the brakes. I don't feel so bad about this part. Of course, once you put 15 other cars out here, that's going to be the other tricky thing. Is everybody struggles with this course. Some people are going to have areas like me there where maybe they are worse in some areas. So you're really going to have to be mindful of what people are doing. And give everybody a little bit of grace, because it's going to get crazy. It's just insane. You watch these streamers and they like have a lap where they're like, oh, that was a rough lap, and their car looks like it's all over the place, but then their lap time is still better than my absolute best, and you're like, what the hell? What is going on? And not that I think changing some settings on the wheel is gonna fix everything. I do think just me lacking that feedback means that I'm not on the throttle. It's like by now they're all maxed out in 5th gear, and I'm struggling to get the revs up because I got to keep letting off. I gotta stop giving that little blip. I try to give it a little more gas there. I need to not do that because it puts me too hot into that bottom. I just need to ride the gears down the hill there. It's so tempting to try to give it some gas because you feel like, you know, I'm on a racetrack. I should be giving throttle. We do have one of the stronger cars too. The M6 seems to be good here. Missed that apex. Gonna brake a little sooner. A lot of this track is deceptive because you're like, you want to keep pushing it, and it's almost like, no, you need to be a little more, almost more controlled. So many times, if I just brake a little sooner, I get through a section quicker. If I upshift earlier, does that help me there? Not really. Stay in 3rd. I'm going to tag that wall I just know. And that is why that section is the one area I struggle with the most. Lack of damage. I seem to reset it. Like, what are the odds I'm going to get through 14 laps and never get one of those penalties or have a meeting with the wall? But at the same time, everybody else is going to be in the same boat. It seems like a lot of people, again, not enough feedback. I never know that that's happening until it's too late. I feel nothing in the wheel. Hopefully, this is one race where I hope we get all spread out. I know it's not, doesn't make for the best content, but the more spread out we are, and I can just run my laps, not have to worry about other people's braking points and how they are through different sections. It's going to make it more smoother. Keep missing that apex. I swear, it never reacts the same way. Why am I not able to get this car stopped? Can't get the revs up right there. I'm just bogged down. I can't carry enough speed. Oh geez, here we go. Whew. See if I recognize any names. Dang, this is a pretty high B lobby. Usually like 50 points is right around like 8th or 9th. So, all right, here we go. What are we? 12th in DR in this lobby? 13th? So we're number plate 13. So if we finish there, we get 65 points, which will be more than we got in the first 2 rounds. Really, all of these, as long as we don't finish 15th or 16th, we'll get. Last race at Watkins Glen, we got 54 points. Nürburgring, I think we got 55, 56, something like that. So. Oh. All right, let's just get let's just get a lap in. Let's get spread out, okay? I don't want to go too slow because I want to just get as many shots at this as I can. Kind of want these guys to get a little more further ahead of me, though. Let's go around me. You can go around me. I'll let him go around me when I get down by the straight. You guys want to go full speed, that's fine. Oh man, what happened there? I wasn't even going full speed. Oh shoot. All I did was give it a little bit of gas. Now I'm going to have dirty tires. Didn't hit a wall at least. Tires are filthy. Alright, well, here we go. Tires are still dirty. Come on, man. It's like they're not up to speed. They won't get the speed. Stuck behind this guy. This has not gone well so far. We were literally on a straight in third gear, gave it some gas, and the back end just came around. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that. Love to be able to get one more shot at a qualifying lap. Hopefully we can get around in time. How much time we got? A minute. I think we'll get one more. I never qualified good for these races. One of these days. Alright, let's get a better lap here. Pretty crazy that we're still in 11th after that terrible lap. Shouldn't be too hard to improve upon that. I don't know what it is about third gear in this car. It just wants to get the back end around. I can feel it wanting it to come around back there, coming up the hill again. It's 2 seconds up on my last time. It's gonna be about surviving. The car doesn't feel like my setup. I don't know what's going on with third gear. One, we know we want to go this way. Oh well. I could just... Well, there's a bunch of guys that were right around. 10th was in the 205s, we were in the 205s, so... Pace-wise, we can probably get inside the top 10. Gotta stay out of trouble. Key's gonna be limiting wall penalties and staying out of trouble. I wouldn't be surprised if everybody in the lobby at least gets 1.5 second wall penalty. At least we don't have heavy damage. I both hate and love the smell of my gloves. Like, it smells bad, but something about it, like, conjures up. There's nothing good like a good session where you get some wins and you're, like, laying in bed that night and you're like, I can smell the glove smell. All right, we're starting on the hards. Let's just get through this first lap. Cold tires and hards, so just gotta be careful. One. Get off me. Come on, man. Dude, come on. We're all... What are you giving me a penalty for? Rode me right into the wall and I get a penalty? Are you freaking kidding me? I swear if this is that stinking Ford. Can't believe that. Guy messed up himself and then just couldn't handle it. Freaking spun me right around. Oh my gosh. I suppose I should have practiced that. I could not imagine I wouldn't be able to get the car to me. Come on. Oh my gosh. I'm about to quit. I'm about to quit. The car will not go. This is why I don't do this race. Oh, man. Sure, why not? I've literally done everything I said we needed to do. Got involved in a wreck on the first lap. Not our fault. 3 wall penalties and messed up pit entry and then hit another wall. It's hard to imagine a more disastrous first 2 laps than that. If we can come back and get anything in this race, it would be a freaking miracle. I don't know what it is with third gear in this car right now. Start to go again. As soon as you get on the gas in third gear, the back end just comes around every single time. It never did that all night last night when I was practicing. There it goes again. I don't understand. It's completely different than how it was handling last night when I was practicing. I can't use the car in third gear almost at all. Nothing, it just, the whole car is not handling. The absolute most frustrating thing is the fastest lap is right around what the best lap we did in practice. So it's like we just can't get out of our own way, or I can't even give the car gas in third gear. It almost, I can feel the back end going out again there. I don't know what is going on. It's like the setup I was using for practice in whatever the race environment or whatever they change about it. It's undrivable right now. It just did it again coming out of that turn. catch anybody, really. We're taking a lot of time out of whatever. I'm guessing that guy ahead of us had a big penalty or something. It's like we literally gave everybody a 2-lap head start. Well, we're definitely eating into the guy in front of us. He was 20 seconds, then he was 17 seconds, now he's right under 14 seconds. Set up a little bit. Somebody else just left. So we're already guaranteed to get more points than we've gotten so far. Oh, man. I tell myself this is a learning. They definitely do some wonky stuff between the practice setups of the race, and because how can we do a 204 or even 205s, our worst laps 205s in practice, and then in the race, now that we're out here by ourselves, we can't do better than a 206, and everything feels completely different. It's almost like whatever the settings or the weather or the dynamics of the track that they give you all week in the practice setup are nowhere like the race is completely different. I mean, I get that in real life it's probably like that, but I don't think that's the spirit of what they're doing there. The idea is to give you practice for the race, and then I was not getting as much oversteer. I was doing 204s comfortably, and now I'm getting so much oversteer I can't get anything better than a 206. I can't even get back into the 205s. I got a brake earlier here because I braked at my normal spot and I went flying past the apex. It's like I'm having to brake earlier everywhere. I get I got a little bit of tire wear now, but it ain't that much tire wear. A 208. How did I do a 208 there? How is it that much slower? Like, what in the world? Can I get a ghost in the race to follow around at this point? That should be a rule. If you're more than 15 seconds behind somebody, you get a ghost to follow. I mean, I know I'm not getting this track, but I really felt like I found something last night in my practice that was going to translate, and it really has not. Just frustrating. I don't know, maybe we would be more competitive if we hadn't had the beginning and we could actually be up there, but I mean, the guy in 13th is extending his lead, so I don't know. We've got somebody up ahead of us now that just pitted. Did a 206 again. Woo! Oh, it's about as frustrating as it gets. Somebody had an accident. Do we got somebody we can race with? I'm gonna be even more pissed when I find out that that Ford is the one people that dropped out. I don't know. I don't remember the name, but I hate that when somebody like takes you out and then they end up leaving before you get a chance to say something in the lobby at the end of the race. Hate that. I guess this is somewhat progress. I mean, last season when they did this race, I just skipped it. I didn't even do it because I'm usually so terrible on this track, but the pit road thing, that's all on me. I should have. I never once practiced going into the pits. I just thought we'd be able to. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. The brakes just didn't work at all. Like it was like wet. It was almost like reacted like it was a wet track. I did not think I would need to give myself that much. And then the crossing the lines, that's again not practicing it, so not knowing where the line is. Shocked by all these 208s. I don't mean, some of it I guess could be I'm just not dialed in because there's nothing, but like, I really thought I'd be quicker. I know that your race pace is usually not as good as like your practice pace, but someone else just bailed. Yellow flags. I'm not going to take the stream down because I feel like that's kind of a cheap move to take down the stream, but I'm definitely not going to put a lot of effort into like doing the thumbnail and tags and all that other stuff. If you find it and you watch this, please give me a pity like. I would greatly appreciate it. This terrible, really what's been the whole Manufacturer series has just been terrible so far. Really making me feel like I just suck at this game. I mean, they definitely started out with some big guns, though. 5 laps of the Nürburgring with rain in the dark. 14 laps here. Watkins Glen was probably our best chance to get a good finish because we're good there, and then they made us do it in the Group 4 cars. And the... Awesome. Third gear. Guess what gear I was in? I guess I do got to start being a little bit more mindful there. The tires are starting to go. I don't know if that's what caused that. Oh, somebody else have an issue? If they're flagging, I mean they're green now, but were they not green a minute ago? happen. Oh! The hefty penalty, too. Can we get some more wrecks? Oh, we hit another wall. It's trying to hit us. It's alright. Just have to get past the... Well, seems like everybody's having some trouble now. We'd probably easily be in the top 10, not for all of our own issues. If we just could have ran like this, I get that these lap times aren't great, but if we just could have ran like this, we probably would have been fine. It's everything else. That first 2 laps starting with like 6 seconds of penalties and a spin just ruined our race before we even got started. Does this guy have some penalties? Because that would be cool. From whatever happened with him. Nope, no penalties. Can we run him down for a little excitement on the last lap? If you've hung with me this long, you deserve something. Oh, we got it. After everything that we went through, if you would have told me at the beginning of the race that I'd finish 11th, I probably would have been happy with that. If last night you would have told me Ryan, you're going to finish 11th tomorrow. I would have been like, oh, sweet. Oh, jeez. Bring it home. Just bring it home. Well, race 3 positions. I wanted to call out the dude in the I hate how I can never see my names of people. Whatever. Who cares? We'll go watch it. Oh, what do we get point-wise? 76 points. Well, more than we've got in any other races. So you can see we got a 55 and a 54, so. I feel like I'm taking a step back after being in GT1, and I feel like I'm taking a huge step back, but it's gotta get better. Oops, what did I do? Did I get the right spot? Yeah. Let's watch what happened with this. So he got punted in lap 1, in turn 1. Now he's mad. Okay, I don't know what that was. So he could have backed off there, and he did instead. I don't know what, that was like his network or something issue. Yeah, I think he was having it's like a netcode error. Then he hit me. All that's not needed. It's lap 1 of 14 laps. None of that is needed. It's kind of where I just totally effed up the pit entry. How did I go flying that far? I'm not even going that fast. That just seems so weird. How fast am I going? I mean, I assume start braking when you enter the pit road. And as for crossing the double, I got the crossing the... Yeah, I got the crossing the line, but I don't understand where you have to cross it to get in. I should have practiced it, is what it comes down to. But it's all like where are you supposed to cross to not get the penalty? Unless the... Oh, I know what they're saying, because I flew past. So I just don't understand how it went that far off. I mean, that's where I crossed it. I got the penalty for crossing the line there. And then the car just won't go. Oh my gosh, this is brutal. This part, now I'm spinning my tires. That was like the worst. That was the worst pit entry ever. So then we come out, 4.5 seconds of penalties. And we're only 2 laps in. We've already been spun out. But we came back to get a 11th place. Jeez. That's a good looking shot with the sun right there and stuff. Can I get the sun? Okay, yeah, I gotta put a... I feel like I gotta put a thumbnail on it if that's the shot. I'll just put survive. That's gonna be the title. Alright. Yeah. We're getting ready to start. What time is it? Yeah. We'll start at like 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Alright. I do have to go. Me and the kids are playing some D&D tonight. Should be fun. I got a new table, and I mounted a projector above it so it shoots down the maps onto the table. So it's gonna be fun. But thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Again, frustrated. I feel like I mean, on tops, I think a lot of the people that dropped out were people that were probably, say we don't get spun in lap 1 and we don't have all the issues, they're probably people we would have passed anyway. So in the end, 11th, maybe we could have been 10th or 9th, I think, if we just ran with no issues. But for the most part, I think it ended up being right about where we would have been if nothing had happened. So I don't think, maybe we could have caught like 1 or 2 other guys, some of those guys that had issues, and it allowed us to get closer to them, but we couldn't quite pass them, like the guy that was right in front of us. We obviously, if we didn't have problems, we probably would have been ahead of him. So maybe we could have got a 10th or a 9th, but we were probably always looking at fringe top 10. I think I said that before the race started. Yeah, so Jay got, highest he got was 7th. Again, it's a race I usually skip because I'm terrible there. I don't know it. I never felt comfortable. Not to say I was like scared of it because it's a game, but you know, I just never felt comfortable like I could get through it at enough pace to even stay within the race. So tried to commit to doing it. I think we learned a little bit more about it for the next time. Like any of these things, if you could like look at Barcelona now, where we are getting wins all week, it's because we know that track real well. The only way to learn it is to do it, and you learn it best by doing it in races because you kind of force your senses to kind of do it differently. So, yeah, I mean, I spent them all morning. The nice thing about being on the East Coast is I can wake up on a Saturday, watch almost everybody over the EU do their races, and kind of learn from it. And we're talking the A+ drivers all, you know, having issues. I mean, it's a tough track. There's a reason it's a tough track. So we did it. We actually got the most points that we've gotten so far this season. Got an 11th finish. I guess it'll be whatever. But thanks for tuning in. We'll see what the new races are going to be next week. I don't know if I'm going to get on tomorrow. Next track is, I think, Dragon Tail? Seaside? If I'm not mistaken. Let's go look. Gardens, Dragon Tail Gardens in Group 4 cars. So we have to drive that piece of crap M4 around that I didn't think we were going to be able to use, going to have to use. So that it may be pretty decent on that track though. If it's the Gardens one, if it was Seaside, it would be trash because it's nothing but high speed, long stretches and turns. We would have been screwed. Gardens though is a lot more tight. It might be better there. We'll see. I'll do some practice, but that's Wednesday. I'm eager to get Nations Cup started just because we're usually good at Spa. We're usually good at Fuji. I'm usually good at Interlagos. We don't know what this one's going to be. I feel like we'll be stronger in Nation. And the fact that you don't get stuck with your manufacturer, you can run the meta car or whatever, or the specified cars. So I look forward to that starting. I think we'll be a little bit more competitive in the Nations Cup than the manufacturers. We're just... The 24-hour Nürburgring is another one where it's fun to run. I like doing it for fun, but I'm not very competitive there. Watkins Glen, like I said in the stream, if we had been able to do that in the M6, the Group 3 car, we would have been really good, but the M4 was crap there. And then we obviously just saw what just happened here. So this was definitely the tougher of the setup, but we'll see how it goes. Keep on chugging. And we'll see how I may hop on and try to do some more, get a last little run. We had a good week here in this race. Got like 3 wins. So it'd be nice to get a last little run in on this before it goes away. But we'll see what happens on Monday. But all right, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys later. Good luck out there if others are doing the other races. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I would do another one. Maybe, because I feel like we did leave some stuff out there, but who knows. But if you're doing more, best of luck. Jay, if you're still watching, good luck if you're going to run any of the other ones that are going on. I know Phil Moore's getting ready to run his. Good luck. Deacon out there. Oh, you guys, good luck out there. I'll catch you guys later.